Moving on, Syrian government forces have taken control over dozens of towns and villages in rebel strongholds of Idlib and Aleppo. The Syrian army is advancing into the strategic town of Saraqib as it aims to regain territory held by rebels who want to topple President Bashar al-Assad's government.
لقد تمكنت قواتنا المسلحة الباسلة في الأيام القليلة الماضية من تحقيق إنجازات ميدانية نوعية، والتقت القوات المتقدمة من اتجاه إدلب الشرقي بالقوات المتقدمة من اتجاه حلب الجنوبي، مستعيدة السيطرة على مساحة جغرافية تزيد عن 600 كيلومتر مربع.
The Syrian forces backed by Russia met with resistance by the rebel fighters who fired rockets at the advancing army. The Syrian regime is aiming to retake a key motorway connecting the capital Damascus to the second city of Aleppo in order to revive a struggling economy after nearly 9 years of war. Smoke billowed out from various villages in Idlib province following heavy bombardment by Syria and Russia. Meanwhile, Turkey amassed tanks in the so-called de-escalation zone in Idlib as the fighting escalated. Turkey, which already hosts over 3 million Syrian refugees, says it cannot absorb any more and has demanded that Damascus must pull back in Idlib by the end of February or face Turkish action. Heightened tensions mean there are several implications also for the latest situation which is now emerging after the Syrian government forces have taken control over dozens of towns and villages in the rebel strongholds of Idlib and Aleppo. Let's get in further perspectives now on that from Ekrem Eri Gazaldar, who's joining us live from Berlin. Ekrem is a political analyst. Thanks very much for speaking with us. The fight for Idlib has now intensified and those heightened tensions have raised the stakes in that brutal battle. What is your assessment of where things are headed at this point?
I think things are heading towards a negotiation between at least Turkey and Russia, and maybe even in a further step between Turkey, Russia, and the Syrian regime. Turkey now tries to prevent that there will be more refugees moving towards the north, where the only escape is the border with Turkey. Already 700,000 people are on the move, and this is a huge both logistical, financial, and domestic policy problem. And Turkey now tries to win time with these military operations and to find a way to negotiations with Russia to stop the flow of refugees towards the north.
Right, and with the Russia backing President Assad's forces, what does this mean, according to you, for the Turkey-Russia relationship specifically?
And this morning there was a meeting in Ankara between high-ranking Russian and Turkish diplomats. There was no result to these meetings so far, but it was already said that there will be a meeting next week. So with this military operation and stopping the exodus for at least some time, Turkey is buying time until these negotiations can materialize. There's also always the chance that the presidents directly, Mr. Erdogan, Mr. Putin, will meet, as they have done already several times in the past. This might also happen in the next days to come. There is also U.S. involvement, of course, that should be taken into account. James Jeffrey, the Syria envoy of the U.S. is expected to be in Ankara on Wednesday, and all this international pressure hopefully will lead to negotiations and stop the bombing and the exodus of so many people.